Chapter 6 of ICBC's Learn to Ride Smart Guide, Part 4, Space Margins. So we are on page 80. Think like a rider. You're riding in a residential area and the car in front of you is creeping along at a snail's pace. You're impatient. You're going to be late for your meeting unless you can get past. You notice that there's a fairly wide space to the right of the car. What should you do? Trying to share a lane would be a big mistake. If the driver in front of you suddenly decides to turn right, you're in his blind spot. Remember, in a crash with a car, you'll come out the loser. Unlike a car, your motorcycle doesn't give you protection of seatbelts, airbags, or bumpers, so it's important to keep areas of space around you. These areas are called space margins. You need to keep space margins all around your motorcycle so you can react safely if something happens ahead, or if a hazard comes towards you from the side or from behind. Sidebar, smart riding tip. When you stop behind another vehicle at an intersection, leave about 3 meters between your motorcycle and the vehicle ahead. This gives you room to escape if a vehicle is about to hit you from behind. Allow about 6 meters behind a large vehicle. This increases your view. Space in front. Always leave a safe following distance between your motorcycle and the vehicle you are following. You need at least 2 seconds of space in front because this is the distance it will take you to stop in good weather and good road conditions. Increase your following distance to at least 3 seconds on high-speed roads and 4 seconds in bad weather conditions or on uneven or slippery roads. Allow at least 3 seconds when you're riding behind a large vehicle. That could block your vision. It's also a good idea to keep at least a 3-second following distance if a vehicle is following close behind you or when you are following another vehicle on a dirt or gravel road where dust or gravel may be in the air. Sidebar: on a highway, measure a 3-second space by picking an object ahead. For example, this road sign. When the vehicle in front of you passes it, begin your count and count 1001, 1002, 1003. If you reach the object, as you say 3, you are keeping a 3-second following distance. Stopping distance. Total stopping distance is the distance your motorcycle travels from the moment you notice a hazard until the moment your motorcycle stops. When you see a problem ahead, it takes you about 3/4 of a second to see, think, perception distance, and another 3/4 of a second to do, reaction distance. Then your brakes start to work. Your braking distance depends mainly on your speed, the weight of your motorcycle, the traction of your tires on the road surface, and the quality of your tires can also affect your braking distance. The faster you go, the longer it takes to stop. When you double the speed, your braking distance increases by 4 times. At triple the speed, you will need 9 times the braking distance. Higher speeds greatly increase stopping distance and the severity of crashes. Remember, if someone is behind you, assume you can stop faster than them, and if someone is in front of you, assume they can stop faster than you. Make sure that you have lots of space in front and behind. So the purple here, the first colors, is the perception distance. The yellow is the reaction distance, and the green is the braking distance. Stopping distance includes perception time, reaction time, and braking distance. Always allow enough following distance and choose a speed that will let you stop safely. Sidebar, warning, if you're turning left from a highway into a driveway or a side road, watch your mirrors and make sure you have plenty of space behind. The drivers behind you may not be prepared to slow down for you. Space behind. What do you do when someone is tailgating you? You can't control the space behind you in the same way that you can control the space in front of you. But it's a good idea to slow down gradually and increase the space in front to 4 seconds. This way, if you have to stop, you can stop more gradually and there will be less chance of the person behind you crashing into you. Strategies dealing with tailgaters. Here are some ways to deal with tailgaters. Move into another lane. Turn right at the next intersection. Pull off the roadway and let the tailgater pass. Alert the tailgater by double flashing your brake lights. The driver may realize that they are too close and drop back. Make sure that you maintain a dominant lane position, usually the left position, that makes you visible to the tailgater. This should help discourage them from moving closer. Sometimes, if you change your lane position and then move back to your dominant position, this will catch the tailgater's attention and they will then drop back. Space beside. As you ride, keep at least 1 meter of clear space on either side of your motorcycle. Don't ride too close to curbs, sidewalks, medians, or any other object or road user. When passing pedestrians, cyclists, or other vehicles, allow as much room as possible, at least 1 meter, and more if you're traveling fast. Increase your side space margins further when visibility or road conditions are poor. Try to leave yourself an escape route, a space at least one side of your motorcycle. Then, if something happens in front of you, you can pull into another lane to avoid trouble. To keep an escape route beside you, you may have to slow down and let another vehicle pass or move to another lane that has more room on the sides. So for example, here a box has fallen off of something in front, and if you were to ride into it, that would be an accident. So the escape route is to move into the other lane that is clear. Lane position. Placing your motorcycle in the correct part of the lane is a key factor in rider safety. You need to position yourself for maximum visibility in space. As the riding environment changes, your lane position may also need to change. Sidebar, each lane offers you 3 choices of position: the left lane position, the center lane position, and the right lane position. Keep watching the road and traffic conditions to decide which position is best for you. Here are some things to consider when choosing your lane position. Space. Try to maintain maximum space between your motorcycle and other vehicles. Stay well ahead from any larger vehicles that might cause disturbance. Nope, let's try that again. Stay well away from any larger vehicles that might cause turbulence. And keep a safe distance from medians. Maintain a dominant lane position, a position that will make it difficult for other vehicles to move into your lane beside you. Often, the left lane position gives you the best distance from parked cars and debris on the side of the road and is the dominant lane position. But on a multi-lane road, some riders will choose the right lane position while riding in the left lane. Visibility. Make sure you're clearly visible to the road users around you. Choose a position that lets you see well ahead. Traction. Choose a lane and lane position with a road surface that gives you good traction. Choose a path that is clear of debris and grease. Lanes often have a grease strip down the center, especially on city roads or at intersections. Stay away from plastic or painted lines, manhole covers, and other slippery surfaces. That is the end of chapter 6, part 4. Thanks for listening.